Hey guys, this one is kind of a really light load. I mean, I was going to joke you guys around a little bit about not being able to scale it, but it's fiberglass. Now, these are hand built, trying to stay out of the wind here to keep it to where it's not so loud for you guys. But I wanted to show you this because it took up pretty much, you know, the whole trailer, all 40. Well, it took up 40 feet, so it's no big deal. But on hand-built carriages, and, you know, these are all bolted together, and these are fiberglass pieces. So the special considerations, you know, so some of this stuff is a little shaky, you know, going down the road, but it's bolted. So I don't worry about that so much. But I see some of that stuff shaking back and forth. It's like, oh my God, is this going to come apart? You know, so not totally sure what the heck they got going. They could just set it on here and not have to worry about the rest of it. So I ain't worried about it. But fiberglass pieces with, you know, some edges are a little sharp, you know, and it will cut a strap. So what they did was they built me, so they cut up some of the cardboard stuff with there. And I just could, you know, I don't have a lot of pressure on these straps. You can't. It's fiberglass. You know, it's medium. Very medium. He says just don't reef down on it, you know, just choke up on your bar, you know, get up close to it, and then add the pressure, you know, with your whenever hand is dominant for you, and then put your other hand on the strap and just kind of feel it as you tighten it to go slowly, you know. So this one here, it was supposed to be a really expedite load overnight, but they changed the delivery to Monday. So I didn't mind. This place is trashed out. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't do it. You know, but you see all kinds of garbage in some of these freaking truck stops. People can't find a trash bag, or they do, and then the thing blows over in the wind and blows the crap everywhere. Shit gets. Don't get me started. Anyways, that's why I have 2 huge boxes of trash bags. But anyways, on this one, because this was the open spot where, you know, I don't normally put a winch unless I want to wrench everything down if it was that important. I really like these 3-inch ratchets, and they'll attach here, and they took care of business. He said throw 2 straps on it and be done. I said, well, okay. And then I got to looking at it. Well, there's a third point, because they wanted, very importantly, to have the straps over where it's supported, and that's something really close as you can get, and that's what I did. So I wanted to make sure that when I was pressing down on something, I wasn't causing undue stress in any way, shape, or form outside of where it was supported from the bottom. So that's something to be considerate of. And going down the road, and here, they're not really shaky at all. They're really tight. But going down the road, you can see them rattle. It's like, ah, you know. So look at them from the back, you know. You can kind of see. You know, they took a lot of time to build these cradles. And there's plenty of room. You know, I've got room on the top deck. I've been trying to get an LTL piece, you know, because I stopped up here. I drove like, with deadhead and everything, included about 400 or some miles, and I got up here and I bought some new chains. I got new chains and new binders. Spent $325 basically, and I bought 4 3/8 and 4 3/8 quick binders, the yellow ones I've been showing you guys on the videos. I finally got them. So this load paid for my extra equipment, and the place where I bought them was a little muddy, so I got a little bit of mud on the tires, so gravel, so it's pretty wet. They've had a lot of rain. You can see all the puddles and everything. They've had a fair amount of rain. But overall, when you look at it, I'm standing outside here, I'm trying to get out of the wind. Sorry about that, guys. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I mean, we were loaded in just a few minutes, and it was fantastic. 8,000 pounds is the weight on the load, and I can hardly tell it's there. You know, I was driving 65 right up mountainsides on 44 in Missouri, so you know, I didn't have to shift. I didn't, like I said, I had my truck turned up, so, and I don't even have to drop it out of overdrive. I just give it a little bit of extra punch, and boy, that thing just walks right up the hill. I don't have to worry about nothing. Even on a load this light, I would have to at least get out of overdrive. So, other than that, that's about it. You can see this place is pretty nasty. They're having some problems with construction. 270's kind of back up. I'm in Granite City, Illinois. So, that's pretty squared away. Truck stop. Usually when it's reasonably clean, but this stuff is everywhere. It's just nasty. You got to watch where you walk in these truck stops. You never know when you're going to run into a bag of shit or somebody's piss bottle or something. It's like, oh my God, you know? It's like a minefield. You really have to watch. You have to watch where you even step out, you know, so you don't step on something nasty that somebody dropped off. But it's getting, I don't know if it's really getting worse, but I don't know. I'll go into one of those rants again someday, but today, it's a nice day. It's a little windy out, but, you know, everything's fine. It's paying the bills. I'm not making a ton of money as far as weekly, but I'm not going in the hole, and that's good. I haven't had to run that hard because I was staying regional, but I'm looking for that one good one home. I got a call on the phone, and they want to pay me pretty good bucks to run out to Seattle, but they had me as empty in Hammond, Indiana today, and I said no, they just didn't update my my status for the load changes. They called us and asked if we wanted to stay on the load because we couldn't deliver overnight. They had to deliver Monday, and both of us said, heck yeah, you know, it's over $3 a mile. That's good. You know, we got something to do. We don't have to kick ourselves and worry about it, because we'd have been just barely empty and got up there in time and would have been sitting in the weekend anyway. So, you know, some of that stuff you have to kind of gauge. Now, I got a generator. That generator saving me a ton of money. Trust me, folks, if you buy your own truck and you get a generator, I ain't kidding you. It will make your truck payment. I had a friend that I advised on that. He bought one. He says, Jim, I couldn't believe it, how much money I'm saving. And I send it home, and I'm making my truck payment, and it's actually easy. I said, there you go. I said, I know how to squeeze a nickel. Trust me. I've had to get through some tough times. So tough times makes you a good manager. That's it. That's rant's over, and we'll see you on the road.